Good evening.
I couldn't write my name.
How you all are doing?
Yeah.
Yes,
Waiting
fine.
for you impatiently.
Yeah, I allowed everybody to join together so that they even become great.
Yes,
You all are joining from distance location.
yes,
So you should be
yes.
together. Actually, this is a togetherness of like-minded people, basically.
Yes.
So we will enjoy the evening like that. Since you all joined, so I prefer to start the program. Is it okay with you all?
Yes.
Yes, fine.
So our first contestant is Mr. Shapan Kumar Nath. Are you there, Mr. Shapan Kumar?
Yes, I'm here.
Yeah, please give a little introduction of yourself and then start your recitation on Christmas.
Thank you, ma'am. I'm basically a teacher of English language, but I'm fond of writing both Bengali and English poems. My two English poetry books, namely Inspiring Trouble and The Poetry of Art, have been published
Good
from Orange
evening,
Publication. And the books are available on Amazon, Flipkart, etc. And for that, I have been nominated for 100 Best Authors from Critics Press Journal from Chennai. And my two poetry books have already been published, Adbhut Adhar and Alor Abhimukhe. And I also gave my time on different channels regarding the method of teaching English for the Bengali medium school students. And I have been interviewed by so many channels regarding this topic, off and on. And I'm very much happy to be here with you. And I have also give my thanks to Soma ma'am, who also has given this chance to recite my poem in this program. And I also thank to all of my poet friends and poets, those who have come to this program. And I'm very glad to meet all of them.
Please start your poem, your recitation, please.
Ma'am, as you know, that we all the human beings are very much happy whenever somebody praises us. And we are moved by the praise or the talks by the relatives and kids and kins all the time. Because we want to be praised, we want to be honored by people. It is our instinct. And for that, by thinking that, I have written a poem, namely Appreciation. An appreciation for perfection, a word of illusion, devoid of inner justification. Only fabrication, apparently all well-wishing. An appreciation, sometimes keeping the darkening, if chance disdaining, that is very justifying. An appreciation, seemingly, truth hiding behind only criticizing. Be blessed with realizing, otherwise spend time with falsifying. Thank you, ma'am.
Well said, well said. Now I would like to welcome Debabrata Mohanty. Are you there? Mr. Debabrata Mohanty, are you there?
I'm there, madam. Good evening to all. Good evening, ma'am. Good evening and good evening to all my all the poets who have assembled here. Madam, can you listen to me?
Yes, very much.
Hello. Madam, I'm Debabrata speaking.
Yes.
And yeah. So about me, actually, I'm an associate professor. I retired just as associate professor in English from a big autonomous college of Bhubaneswar. And you know that sometimes I write poems and poetry. You know the feelings and all that. What sort of happiness it brings and all. So today you have arranged this beautiful meeting. Thanks so much. That I'm just waiting for Christmas. And we already brought the wave of happiness. So I'll be happy to recite my poem. That is Holly Jolly Christmas. The name of the poem. Holly is H-O-L-L-Y. Madam, Holly is H-O-L-L-Y. Holly, Jolly Christmas. Holly is particularly, I just want to tell you about this holly. It's a green shrub with pointy leaves and is having red berries. Generally in European countries grows like anything. And they are always symbols of happiness. So holly jolly is a phrase. And that means it's bright, happy and holly. So all these things combining this holly jolly Christmas. So let me recite my poem, please. Merry Christmas to dear one and all, be rich or poor, big or small. The evening star dazzles crimson bright, leads the Magi through shining light. They come with myrrh and gold wrapped in love to hail the Son of God in a fodder stub. Sprigs of holly, oaks and cakes around, echoes of kindness and words profound. Santa flies from here to there to give the children with a heart so rare. Love, charity, and happiness knock the door, all sway with the carols and thumb the floor. Lovers stand embracing under the Christmas tree, or sit entwined with souls immensely free. The world seems to be cool and right, with feelings divine and an abiding sight. Tears have dried, smiles glow the face. Saint Nicholas fills the world with Jesus' love and grace. Saint Nicholas actually, Madam, Santa Claus actually is always comes in disguise. Actually, it is said that Saint Nicholas is actually Santa Claus. Jesus is sent to save us from a sense of loss. For all of our sins, He dies on the cross. So, with best wishes to all my friends here on the Christmas Eve, and thanking you all. Hope you have enjoyed my poem.
Thanks a lot, and Merry Christmas in advance to you all from my side too. A very well said.
Yeah, thank you.
Very well said.
Thank you so much.
Now I would like to welcome Grace Sitharaman. Are you there? Grace Sitharaman, are you there? Please unmute yourself. I think she is not with us. So we'll move on to the next contestant, Geeta Mohanty. Geeta Mohanty, are you there? Please unmute.
I'm there.
Yeah, most welcome. Please
thank you so much
about yourself and start your recitation on Christmas.
Thank you so much, and good evening, dear all, and good morning here. It's a pleasure to be here with all of you. Thank you so much to the founder, Brenda Moman, and the wonderful host, Soma Bhowmik, and all the amazing poets here. It's a pleasure to be with you all. Myself, Geeta Mohanty. I'm from South Carolina, USA. I am an adjunct biology professor here, and I am not having any literature background, but somehow I love writing poetry. Nothing much to say about me, so rather I would like to recite my composition without taking much of time. The title of my composition is, am I audible to all of you?
Yes, you are.
Okay, thank you. And the title of my composition is All I Want for Christmas. All I want for Christmas is not much, but just a private jet around the world to boil, longing for a private yacht to roam around the coastal belt, love for a new model electric car to swipe around here and there. I wish only a bit of dreams to be fulfilled, nothing much I cherish. Wardrobe filled fashionable clothes, accessories, shoes and bags, matching of course. No, I don't need much. As you asked, I shared in delight and also a travel wish to visit the Northern Light. For a trip to Moon or to Mars, whatever convenient, and soon, riding a spacecraft is a long cherished dream seen in my open mind. Christmas trees, snowflakes, dazzling lights, warmth of my love and hug beat tight. Handful of precious gems, sparkling bright, ravishingly cherishing my mind as a kite. I don't wish, no, I don't wish all those what I said, solely only heavenly delight and grace for all to brighten the lives, timeless bonding and endless love, the world must thrive. My wish for you all to be blessed and world to be in peace. All I want for Christmas is not much, but just only a little bit of more of love, a bit more of hugs, a bit more of pampers, and a bit more of adores. Solemnly I wish the bliss for each and every life must cherish. Thank you so much, dear, for hearing me out.
Truly said. Truly said, all we need is love and love only. Great.
Yes.
Great. Now I would like to welcome Hira Nawaz. Yes, Nawaz, glad to see you. Please say a few words about yourself and start your recitation on Christmas. Please unmute yourself. We cannot hear you. See, there is a mic which is crossed. You just click on it so that we can hear you. Yeah, somebody to assist you. That's great. No, it is not unmuted. Please click on the mic below, sign of the mic below. Okay, I think, yes, you are audible. Nawaz, you are audible.
Okay. Yeah, thank you so much. Okay. Good evening, everybody. My name is Miss Hira Nawaz. I am from Bengaluru, India, and I am a poet, poetess by profession. I'm also a writer and a teacher. I've been writing for the past 30 years. I have also won awards for teaching. I have won the Best Teacher Coordinator by the Times of India from over 2,000 schools in Bengaluru. And I have been writing with great passion. I love writing. It is a very good hobby for me. And I have put my heart and soul into my writing. I'm so grateful to Mrs. Brenda Mohammed for having told me about this competition. And I'm also very grateful to Mrs. Soma Bhowmik for having invited me for this great poetry session. And she even told me that about giving me an extra chance of taking part by writing to me at my individual WhatsApp account. So I hope to meet the expectations of all here and recite my poem, which is entitled Equalizing Christmas, which I've self-composed. It's written by me, especially for this occasion, and it's about how the rich and poor should both enjoy Christmas, not just the rich, but the poor also. So my poem goes like this. Equalizing Christmas. The festive Yuletide season seems to favor the rich, not the poor. But all, rich and poor, should appreciate the good that one sees. For one has to break free from the vicious cycle of acute poverty for miracles do happen, which enables the poor to pay their fees. Indeed, Christmas portends an auspicious and sacred celebration. We are all equal and worship Jesus Christ, the sacred Son of God, who get the thumbs up for both the vicarious rich and the poor, while even pious pastors give the godly Jesus an acceptance nod. During Christmas, both rich and poor can see models of mangers which show infant Jesus and Mother Mary among clay sheep, making us exult on the message of Jesus Christ's divine birth, whose perception to save mankind from sin runs really deep. On Christmas, we sing hymns that glorify Jesus, our divine Savior, who made the blind to see, who overcame trials, ordeals, and strife, a friend to the poor, oppressed, destitute, and those in despair, giving everyone a new beginning and a new lease of renewed life. Christmas is therefore a time for all to worship and praise Jesus, who has given us eternal life and proffered to us this eternal gift, while it is proclaimed that he gives life freely and abundantly, and for the destitute he helps by giving their spirits an elevated lift. We should celebrate Christmas with bonhomie and camaraderie, knowing that our strength is renewed from the Bible book, which demystifies the aura of Christ and explains his greatness, for he is the wonderful God whose life the Jews brazenly took. So Christmas is the time when not only Christians, but everyone shouldn't differentiate, but feel that everyone is led by the North Star that promises peace of mind and tranquility to the fluent, while for the poor, Jesus will see that there is no discrimination bar. Let Christmas be an equalizer and leveler, and let the rich and poor worship our Savior, Jesus Christ, without fear of failure. Merry Christmas to all, the rich and the poor. Thank you.
Thank you, Nawaz.
Yes.
So it's a lovely poem. Basically, Christmas is a celebration of giving, whether you are rich or poor. It is a celebration of giving, and Santa Claus is just a symbol of it. Lovely
Yes.
poem.
Yeah,
Well
thank
said.
you.
Now, I would like to welcome Mildred DJ Parr. Are you there? Please unmute yourself. Mildred, are you there? Please unmute yourself. Okay, I think she has not joined yet. Sreedharan Parokode. Sreedharan Parokode. Sreedharan Parokode, are you there? Mr. Sreedharan Parokode, are you there? Okay, we'll move on to
Yeah.
Grace Sitharaman.
Madam, Sreedharan Parokode, you mean? For Sreedharan?
Parokode. Yes. Most welcome. We were missing you.
Okay.
Yeah, please
Okay.
introduce yourself
Okay.
and then start the recitation on Christmas.
Yeah. I'm Sreedharan Parokode from Calicut in Kerala state.
Okay.
And I'm actively participating in poetry recitals and some other conferences also. And abroad also my experience I have with my poems. I have 31 anthologies of poems, books of poems to my credit, and some dramas and songs for animation film. And stage dramas are Kannadi and Griha Pravesham. Kannadi means mirror, and Griha Pravesham is housewarming, and etc. And actually I am actively participating to mold the younger generation, the children, uh, with the idea of non-violence, truth, and everything, such things, and golden values we must have. I think that. So let me. And this is a wonderful occasion, and Soma Bhowmik is taking much strain. I think that it is not whether we a moment of happiness and great pleasure, and I really congratulate and the esteemed
Thank
poet.
you.
And okay. And my poem is Stars of Love. Stars of Love. We all are stars of love. We should be the stars of love. And let me recite my poem, Stars of Love. With never-ending enthusiasm, the festival commemorating heart's closeness with the fragrance of tuned carols. With never-ending enthusiasm, the festival commemorating heart's closeness with the fragrance of tuned carols. It ushers the people in mirth to have the eyes of empathy. It ushers the people in mirth to have the eyes of empathy. Friends are exchanging greetings, cakes for the occasion in different moods. Friends are exchanging greetings, cakes for the occasion in different moods, cards in different letters, delicious meetings of the relations, decoration of attitudes for reaching high altitude of love and affection. Delicious meeting of the relations, decoration of attitudes for reaching high altitudes of love and affection. Shepherds are grazing sheep with tender words. Shepherds are grazing sheep with tender words. Supreme light exhorts for construction of bridges of confidence. Supreme light exhorts for construction of bridges of confidence through sacrifice, and eradication of the walls of diffidence, through the embrace of others' sorrows. I'm happy to see only. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Very well said. Our attitude is everything in life. That is what it says. Very well said. Now, I would like to welcome Prasanna Bhatta. Are you there? Prasanna Bhatta, are you there?
Good evening. Good evening to each and all.
Good evening.
Sweet evening.
Most welcome.
Sweet evening, each and one. Wow, what a colorful evening. This evening is colorized with the honorable group STWEX and revered host Soma Bhowmik, and enhances the beauty with the presence of eminent poets. When I like to say something about me, I was nothing yesterday. I am something today as a principal and lecturer in English in one college. Tomorrow, what will be? I don't know. It is my introduction. So, I would like to recite my poem. This is Christmas season. So let us praise Christ. It is my title. It is the title of my poem. Let us praise Christ. Dear brothers and sisters, on this occasion, as this is the Christmas season, let us praise the Christ incarnation of Almighty, who makes everyone's heart and soul sober and shiny. who makes everyone's heart and soul sober and solid. Cherish, cheer and cherish Christian Sion heartily. Cheer and cherish Christian Sion heartily. Honor Christ's exaltation soulfully. Receive your soul in his return, incessant love of that incarnation. Spring is ascending soon, torment and torture will be in vain. Illume the candle of true action, always be away from shy. Always be away from shy. Never reserve a thought of negativity. Never reserve a thought of negativity. Show the seed of love, showing humanity. Stand on the peaks of positivity and reach your name and fame in country. And reach your name and fame in country. Anthem of Christ echoes in air. Should aim to be a man of show. Should aim to be a man of show. Be honor of sympathy and empathy everywhere. Be honor of sympathy and empathy everywhere. Nurture your entity with the Holy Scripture. Nurture your entity with the Holy Scripture. Oh, my friends, in this world, nothing is your own. Oh, my friends, in this world, nothing is your own. Non-entity is in this creation. Never take my word in lighter vein. Noteworthy is. Importance is. Noteworthy is. Only your virtuous opinion. Your virtuous opinion. Thank you all.
Very well said. Very well said. Now we will move on to the next contestant. Bogdana, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Thank
you very much for
you. I can observe you smiling and listening, and I appreciate it. Please go ahead. The mic is yours now.
Thank you. I want to thank you very much to you and to Ma'am Brenda for this occasion. I really like participating to this kind of event. What can I say? Those who don't know me, I'm from Romania. I like writing very much. I like coming to this kind of meetings and to make new friends. I like writing poetry. I like working with children. I'm very sociable, as you see. I smile all the time. My poem is called My Special Christmas, and it's, let's say, a kind of letter from my inner child addressed to Santa. Dear Santa, I just want only one gift. My family. They are so far away, and I am unable to visit them. I miss the Christmas spirit, the family spirit, and I wish you could bring us together. Dear Santa, please make my wish come true and make a miracle. I keep doing miracles. I tell people about you so that the legend won't die. You will know my address by looking at the frozen window. A lot of hands reuniting. Dear Santa, now I know the value of a family. Thank you.
Very well said. Look, the God cannot be with us all the time. That's why He created family and gifted it with us. So this is the best gift of Lord that we should always respect and love and care too. Very well said.
Thank you very much.
I would like to welcome Mr. Rohini Behera. I call him Bhaina. Bhaina, please, the stage is yours. Please unmute yourself. You are muted.
Oh, am I audible now?
Yes, yes. Now you are audible.
Oh, I'm so much thankful to Ma'am Soma Bhowmik. We know each other much earlier for years, and I'm so very much, you are so much kind enough to me for giving this opportunity tonight. Well, about me, I just write poetry, nothing specific about me. I am a I write only pictorial poetry. I take a picture and write poetry, write poem in 7 lines only. I write only septet poems, only 7 lines poetry over a picture. And I am an author of 6 poetry books, pictorial poetry books. Now, this is enough for me. Today, I shall be reading a poem on Christmas. The title of the poem is Merry Christmas. At the advent of the Christmas, the scenes around and the feelings inside get colored and festive. We all feel jubilant and the temperament gets glittering and frolic. Imagine the shepherds praying and singing at the feet of newborn Jesus. Recollect the visit of the Magi, following the directions of the stars, bowing, worshipping, and presenting gold, incense, and myrrh. The houses and gates full of colored bulbs and jiggling decorations protruding from rooftop, articulating the message, Jesus is born. Look at the stars. Everyone is jolly. It's Merry Christmas. Love the lights around that sparkle and glow for loving, sharing, giving. We needed a savior to set us free from sin. Sing for Christmas Day. Come, let us all be jolly. Boys and girls, men and women, all in ornamental dresses, invigorating the good news. Jesus Christ is born. Merry Christmas to you and the whole of mankind. I am Rohini Kumar Behera, and this was my poem. Thank you so much.
Lovely, lovely. Actually, you said that you are writing poem on pictures, but I want to be a little bit different because your poem itself picturizes something in our mind. You don't need any picture.
Thank you.
Very well said. Very well said.
Thank you so much.
Now, I would like to welcome Florabelle. Are you there? Please unmute yourself. Florabelle, are you there? Please unmute yourself. Grace Sitharaman, are you there? Please unmute yourself. Mildred DJ Par, are you there?
Hello, I'm here.
Welcome, welcome. I was wondering, where were you? Yeah, the mic is yours.
Hey, Mildred.
Hello, Magdana. Some friends here, Sarahini. Good evening to everyone. Shall I say something about myself first, or would I proceed with the
Yeah,
poem?
please.
Ma'am, I'm happy to see you, Mildred, ma'am. I'm very happy to see you in this program.
Sir, Mr. Nat. I forgot your first name.
Soma.
Okay. So, Sir Nat, we have been through different platforms, and we've been together with some poetry recitation, so we know each other very well. Okay, so let me tell something first about myself. Actually, I'm a teacher of literature. I'm teaching first in college for 15 years in college, teaching world lit, American lit, Afro Asian. So basically, all of the literature subjects and creative writing. So a little bit of reading on that matter. And in my poem, I used the name Nada because I have learned before in the story of Hemingway, Ernest Hemingway, about this entitled "The Clean and Well Lighted Place." I really love the poem within the story, and it stops me about nada. Nada means nothingness in Spain, or in Spanish term, nada is nothing. So I felt I would like to call myself nothing because with nothingness, I don't have to prove anything and I will gain a lot if, or even though I gain a little, I gain a lot because I have nothing. Okay, so I love the name Nothing. And then since last year, from the pandemic, I started writing poetry with the motivational strips. I've earned there quite a bit of awards, like the Golden Badge Award and the what do you call this? The other award, Shakespeare Award. But basically, I have a lot of groups. I would like to join mostly contests, and somehow I challenged myself for this contest. And together with the contest, I was able to publish some of my work. There are some anthologies, and lately I have been joining with the Filipino community of Filipino Blossoms, and we were able to have our own anthology. I don't have a book yet, but I hope soon. Okay, so I guess that's enough for telling all about myself. Let me proceed with my poem. Actually, I don't know about this poem. This is supposedly for Christmas, but it's more about. Anyway, let me read. So, Christmas musings. Christmas will come, surely is. But will you be? Christmas, they say, is a spirit, glorious and warm. Nothing, no need much at home. Only you. Please, will you come? And will you please stay till I'm calm? The coldness can be felt, but I'd rather feel your warmth, colorful all around. Vivid glittering trinkets aglow. But what I'd like to know, will you be falling for me like Christmas flow or Christmas snow? This Christmas I have no gifts. Can I just wrap you up as a gift for myself? I've been a very good girl, no other love but you. Do I deserve a kiss under mistletoe? So that is all about, relationships and Christmas. That's just it. I only have like 20
Very
lines, so
well
I
said.
cannot
Very
do
well
much.
said.
Thank you.
I like your word that nothing is very important. See, because
Yeah,
nothing
Milda,
is.
Milda
Hello.
excellent.
Yes.
Oh,
Milda excellent.
Prasanna. Is it
Yeah,
Prasanna?
yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Prasanna, I saw you reciting, but that's the way I got this headphone because you seem so soft to me. But I'm Prasanna
Yeah,
is also a friend.
your
Hello.
your poem
Magdana since
seems
from OWWM. Magdana, we've been friends for like long, like a
Great to
year.
have you here. Great to have you here. So,
Yes.
Grace Sitharaman, are you there? Grace Sitharaman, are you there? If you are there, please unmute yourself. Mildred DJ Par, are you there?
I'm Mildred DJ Par. I am Mildred DJ Par.
I think they have some technical issues to join in. Okay, they are not a big deal. So since it is a Christmas, anybody here who can sing a small carol for us of Christmas to conclude the show? Please come up with it?
What is that again, madam?
Any little bit of singing part on Christmas, as it is the topic Christmas today? Anybody?
Oh.
I think we could all join in and just sing one carol, all of us, isn't it?
Yes, definitely. That is Jingle Bell, I think, right?
Yes. Everyone can
Why
join.
not?
Yes.
Why not?
A song,
Let's
a
start
song.
and say goodbye to all of us.
A
Yes.
Welcome,
song.
Vandita.
Please unmute
Welcome,
everyone
Vandita.
unmute and
Thank you
start
so
singing.
much. Thank you and
Welcome, Vandita.
Jingle
And I enjoyed
bell,
it
jingle
and I
bell,
enjoyed
jingle all
Yeah.
the way.
Oh, that's fun.
Along the
Oh, it's fun. It's too long.
Bye-bye. Love you all. See you again. Bye-bye.